She's one of the first American girls to bring Asian and queer representation to Hollywood, and Rolling Stone magazine has named her one of the best stand-up comics of all time. Margaret Cho joins us live.
Hi, thank you. Hi.
Hey,
hi.
Margaret, we got to get right to this because obviously all the drama going on. You're so cool. You're part of the Netflix is a Joke festival lineup. Obviously, Dave Chappelle attacked last night during the set. I just want to know, what do you think happened and how is this affecting you as a fellow comic?
I think it's really crazy and sad, and that we're just getting attacked physically. What's great is that Chris Rock was there to say, "Hey, was that Will Smith?" It's really incredible. I think that's one of the things that we love about live performance, is that anything can happen. And one of the things that we don't love about live performance is that anything can happen. So really, I think it's one of the things that draws people out to go see shows, is that immediacy of the audience and the performer. And, it's a good thing that Jamie Foxx and Busta Rhymes were there to be, defense. I don't think that anybody would have expected anything like that.
I would ask you a quick follow-up, and I don't want to cut you off. Has anything like this ever happened to you? You've performed for years.
Yes. One time somebody, a florist brought me some flowers while I was performing. That's about as close as an altercation that I've ever had.
Oh, flowers. I want that.
Wait, someone gave you a bouquet on stage?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came down. He was a very prominent florist in the region. And he came down the aisle to present me with a beautiful arrangement. Unfortunately, it was while I was performing, but I rolled with it, and we made a whole night of it. But it's you just never know. That's one of the things is like live performance. It's just, you never know. Hecklers, physical attacks. It happens on many stages. So it's crazy, but we see it.
I was waiting for the other shoe to drop, like they blew up or water squirted out or something like that. So that was a good thing that you had that. But speaking of comedians, you were the last guest on Bob Saget's podcast 6 days before he passed. Does anything special stand out from that interview, or even how precious and short life is in general?
It's so precious, and I love Bob, and I cannot believe he's not here, along with Louis Anderson, along with Gilbert and Norm. These are people, these are our family. Comedians, we're really close. And I mean, that's why you're seeing, somebody like Chris Rock stepping up for Dave, or Jamie, who is also a comedian, stepping up for Dave. You have us doing anything we can for each other. And these guys are really family. And I'm still trying to process the grief. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, is comedians are not great at grief. We lose our greatest, people like Robin Williams, people like Joan Rivers, who, I still have a hard time thinking about that. Mm. So we lose them along the way. So love them while you have them. Love them if you got them.
Good advice.
Yes. Love that. Yeah. Love that. Well, Margaret, you grew up in San Francisco, and your parents actually owned a gay bookstore. So how did they feel about you coming out as queer?
Well, they understand lesbians. They understand straight people. They don't understand bisexual people. Because every time I say, well, I'm actually bisexual, they go, oh, no. No. So because they think that the duality of it is false. That you're either betraying one side or another side. Mm. But really, I think it's just, they're just only speaking from their own experience of, okay, we're this. But for me, this is sort of the struggle of being queer, is understanding the levels of queerness that you exist in. So I'm very happy to proudly be bi. And by bi, I mean me and everybody else.
Exactly. True. Okay, so Fire Island, the name of your new movie. Some viewers may not know that Fire Island is actually a beach town getaway for celebrities and the gay community. Now, tell me, why is it being called why is it being called a modern day Pride and Prejudice? Tell us.
It is a reimagining of the story where it's like class is really defined, but when you infuse romance into the story, then it changes the game. So really, these are kind of universal themes that work both in Britain in the 1800s and here on Fire Island in 2022. So it's a wonderful, wonderful film. It's gay, Asian, it's me, it's the incredible Bowen Yang, the incredible Joel Kim Booster, who wrote and stars in this. And we had an amazing time making it on the greatest gay beach in the world.
I just want to say this. This is a little. Margaret, I've been a stand-up for years, and I grew up being a stand-up comedy just fanatic. And I remember when you were a young comic telling a joke about your parents' bookstore, and just like you said your real name in there, and you said that should be the name of your perfume is Moran, and you said you were going to open the shutter door. Yes, and yell that. So.
That's it. You remember. That's a good memory. Amazing.
I've heard that bit a million times. I listen to you all the time, and I'm a big fan, and you helped me get into the business, and it's an honor to talk to you.
I love you. It's an honor for me. Thank you. I love you.
Look at that.
Keep it going. Killing it.
Yes. Margaret, thank you so much for joining us. To our viewers, you can catch her in Fire Island, streaming June 3rd on Hulu. And you can also visit margaretcho.com for live tour dates. You got to see her live. We'll be right back. Thank you, Margaret.
Thanks, Margaret.
Thank you.